Wake up. New yellow tea just dropped. Hey everyone, I'm Sigi, and I love all things poor. However, today I'm back again with one of my other loves in the world of tea, and that is yellow tea. Because there are a bunch of new yellow teas on nannuoshan, and I'm endeavoring to try them all. We are starting today with the 2023 version of the Mengding Huang Ya. I already reviewed the 2022 version of this tea in a previous video I made, which was a comparison between Mengding Huang Cha and Mengding Huang Ya. The difference between those two was the picking. This Huang Ya, Ya standing for buds, is higher grade, and it can kind of be seen as the producer's flagship product, if you want to call it that. This particular producer is also one that nannuoshan has a fairly long standing history with. It was one of the first ever producers that Gabriele worked with, and nannuoshan has been getting yellow teas from them ever since. Now, this year, they got this Mengding Huang Ya, but also other teas like the 2023 Gunlu green tea. So do check that one out if you get the chance. And according to what I've heard, this year's Huang Ya is very high quality. So I am definitely looking forward to what we're gonna experience here. I've already preheated my gaiwan. I've got my water ready to go. As always, I do 3 grams in the 100 milliliter gaiwan for yellow teas. I tend to prefer kind of a lower ratio, longer steep time, and just doing a few steeps to really get everything out of it in a rather relaxed manner. Ooh, this one is very aromatic. I'd say even more so than the 2022 one. Getting a bit of that kind of almost chocolate-ish yellow tea fragrance. Very nice. There is just the tiniest hint of freshness left in these leaves, but overall, this is a very kind of comforting smell already. Let's see. What else can I say about this tea? The price, of course. Price always matters, doesn't it? So as I'm doing this first steep, I will tell you that 50 grams of this new 2023 Mengding Huang Ya are $38.50 on the nannuoshan US store and $35 for 50 grams on the European store. It's a pretty decent price, I'd say. Don't kind of quote me on this, but I think it's actually a bit more affordable than the 2022 one, which is always nice to see, especially if this really is an even higher quality offering. Let's see. I'll leave this in here for a little bit longer. I am very excited to try it. Like, the aroma right off the bat was very nice, quite pleasant, a bit more nuanced than what I remember from the 2022 one. Okay, I'd say, without further ado, let's decant this. And take a quick look at the liquor color. Yeah, this very much looks like a fresh tea. quite light in terms of color, which can also be nice. Even the tea liquor smells good, but let's see what the wet leaves have to offer. Oh, significantly more. I don't want to say vegetal. It's more like fresh. Fresh for sure. This is like it almost reminds me of either kind of watermelon rinds or what is this? Some kind of freshly cut grass, maybe. Something in that direction. Very, very fresh and quite a nice smell. I am not getting a lot of the more yellow tea-like aromas that I got on the dry leaf, but let's see if those will be present in the tea itself. First steep is going in. There is a bit more of that kind of honey-like quality in the pitcher, but pitchers also kind of do tend to do that in my experience. They tend to bring out those kind of sweet honey-like notes. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna waste no time. I'm just gonna start the second steep right away so we can keep drinking continuously. As I think I've mentioned before, kind of one of the expectations I have with yellow tea is that they are not too finicky when it comes to steeping. It's fine if you leave them in there for a bit longer. So maybe inadvertently we'll see if that also holds true for this one. Well, this is a little wild, I'm not gonna lie. I checked the store page for this tea, which is already live, and I recommend you do the same because the descriptions on the store are always very well written, and I find the tasting notes to be quite informative as well. Even if, of course, sometimes perceptions differ. But in this case, the first tasting note that's mentioned on the website is 100% spot on. It's honestly kind of astonishing how strong this kind of creamy impression is that I'm getting. It really, God, it's kind of wild. When you swallow this tea, you get that kind of feeling in your mouth, the exact kind of feeling you also get immediately after you take a sip of milk. Also, those kind of greener and really fresh aromas that I got on the wet leaf are present here, but they don't stand out much. You kind of get them and they integrate with the rest of the tea in a rather nice manner. So, kind of really the first impression I'm getting here is that they didn't lie when they said that this one was really good quality. It's quite complex, it's light overall, but flavorful in many different ways. And then it also hits you with that creamy texture, which is just phenomenal. Wow. Yeah. This is super good. Okay, I'd say let's not waste much more time. I'm gonna start the third steep here, and then we're gonna get into the second one right away. Okay. Sorry for that. God. All right, so second steep has gone in. I'm also getting more creaminess on the pitcher smell right now. I'm not entirely sure what's up with that quite yet, but it's an interesting development. It might also just be my senses kind of trying to create more cohesion, because the creaminess in this tea really is very prevalent. It's honestly impressive. Nice. Yeah, very, very enjoyable tea. This this is one tea where I'd say, like, if yellow tea is your thing at all, or you like to have a few different yellow teas stocked to drink, as I do, this one will make a worthwhile addition to your collection. So nice. And on a side note, today is another rather hot day here in Germany. It's summer right now, and you can definitely feel it. But this tea still feels comfortable to drink despite the heat. Like, it does have that slight bit of a refreshing quality. It's certainly not as kind of refreshing feeling as a light green tea or something like that would be, but honestly, you can't go wrong with this even when it's warm outside. Okay. Time to decant the third steep. It looks like it's holding up pretty well and staying quite consistent across these three longer steeps. Other teas I've had that I've prepared in similar ways have shown more kind of change, not necessarily positive change, across this kind of treatment, but this one seems to be doing well. So it definitely kind of passes the, if you want to call it, sort of comfortable drinking check or anything. This isn't a particularly fussy tea. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Now, before we finish this video, I'm gonna give the third steep a try, see if this tea continues to hold up. If you enjoy me doing reviews here, be it of yellow tea, of pu'er tea, or any other kind of tea, please subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, tell me about which yellow teas you've tried, and if you're keen to try this one as well. I'd be especially curious to hear your opinion if you've had the 2022 Mengding Huang Ya. I do think those two would also make for an interesting comparison. But this tea continues to be very good. Nice. Oh, and maybe another thing. The uh, new batch of weekly tea classes surrounding green tea, kind of the second half of the larger green tea class, is starting very soon on the Discord. So, first of all, check the Discord if you haven't yet. It's a lovely place with very nice people. And if you want to learn more about green tea and try some of the fresh green teas from nannuoshan, then of course you are cordially invited to participate in the weekly tea class. All right, I'm gonna finish this last cup in a bit, but that was the Mengding Huang Ya 2023 batch. Honestly, very good tea at a still pretty reasonable price, honestly. So I highly recommend you give this one a try. Goodbye and have a nice day.